You won't believe the AI company I just found. It's your personal trainer as well as nutritional coach, all in one. Are you ready to explore it? If
Let's
yes, come listen to the
fucking go,
podcast.
bro. Hi, everyone. Today, you're going to learn about how you can improve your home workouts and your diet because we're talking about Rex.fit and how they're revolutionizing all this with AI. Let's go. All
Let's
right.
go.
I'm hyped. What do you got?
All right. All right. So the company is called Rex, Rex.fit. It is actually in YC's latest batch. Super, super cool. All right, Mark. What is Y Combinator? So for everybody who doesn't know, so we can give them a little background.
All right. So Y-Combinator is basically the Harvard for all startups in the startup world. It's an accelerator that means it takes very small or early stage companies and helps them accelerate and get them ready for venture capitalists so they get the money in and get product market fit, etc. Basically, it is really, really hard to get into. Yeah.
It's actually harder to get into YC than into Harvard. As well, Mark. So just to name a few companies who went already to Y Combinator. So I'm sure you all heard of that little company where you store all your folders, etc., or pictures called Dropbox. Or you're busy, working, and then you're taking a quick bathroom break for a good old stroll on Reddit. Well, also at Y Combinator company. Then another one.
Also, at a very, very small, your local neighborhood hero company, Airbnb, where you can just rent out your
Exactly.
own apartment, also from Y Combinator.
Yeah, that was just a few of them. There are plenty of more. So they're basically the biggest manufacturer for unicorns that is out there.
Manufacturer.
Well, to make it simple, but yes, Y Combinator is the place to be. Every year they have two batches, which each of them hosts, I think, 200 to 400 companies, something like this. And yeah, we've been applying there as well for a long time. Only got twice with interviews, but one day we'll get in there. That's a different story. But Mark, now let's get back to Rex.ai or Rex.fit. What are you doing exactly?
Right. So Rex.fit is a super cool company. So they have a website as where in an app where you can download, you can use. Super interesting. You can sign up for it, and directly you can have workouts. So basically, these are home workout videos that you work out while you check out. Then you use your phone or any kind of camera, and then the AI checks that you have your form correct. Because everyone that is a little bit aware or has worked out before know that form matters. It's super important that your form is correct. And now this seems to be possible with AI, which makes it super cool, great for people who want to work out from home or just on the go. They are busy with their work, life, etc., traveling a lot. Super cool. Make sure that your form is proper and you can have it's a massive library of content.
I think that's really, really interesting. And for me, what makes it super, super intriguing is before we've seen, we've been talking on this podcast for a long time about this already. Like we've seen like the first layer of AI tools, right? So they're only basically LMM tools, so large language models. So may it be the PDF reader, etc. But what makes, for example, Rex.fit so interesting is that they're combining it with also like computer vision, right? So they're combining that with a large language model to give you the overall coach, right? So you have also a nutrition, which is actually the LLM.
That is the coolest thing I find.
Yeah. And now this is like interesting. So, Mark and I, for those who don't know, competed last year also in a bodybuilding competition, did then we did some cutting, of course, all dieting. And it's like the thing is, you have to track everything, right? So you're tracking every gram, and it's a pain in the butt. Like you literally have to see, like, scan the stuff with my fitness pal, right? It is, and then just like, oh, it is 310 grams, and then track it, right? If you're gonna compete, yes, you should do it by gram, but there should be an easier way, and I think they find a really cool way. So how Rex.fit is doing it, basically you can just text on Telegram with the bot or with Rex.fit. You say, hey, I just had a chicken sandwich with a size of fries on the side. And then it just like gives you estimates because they're just linked to a database. And then it can just like, oh, thank you, I will just track it for you. So it's super cool because like in the end, we're so used to texting with somebody, which makes it so like natural to use it.
So I think that's super, super interesting. The other day, Lucas and I were also brainstorming some other idea what the possibilities out there, especially with ChatGPT. and large language learning models in general. And one of these things where we came across also was like this kind of fitness because we're into it. And if you connect a database, especially with ChatGPT, it's super interesting and the possibilities are limitless. That means, for example, since you can use, I don't know, a governmental website that has all the data on terms of food and all the ingredients, etc., and the nutritional value, which makes it so cool because then you can personalize each, well, each individual who's using Rex.fit can have an individualized meal plan, which is fucking epic. So you just write it in what you want, and also can give you recipes. Everything could be different and could be adjusted to you. And then you can connect that also on the next level directly with, and hey, also buy directly. Hey, we're gonna send it to you. So they use, I don't know, hey, for us, we live in Spain, so Consume or something, any grocery store could send directly the food to you, which I find so cool. So amazing what's possible nowadays. Direct to consumer is back, baby. Let's go.
For sure. I mean, it also works on WhatsApp, right? So that's like super, super cool. So you can just also track your workouts. It
works already, or do you think in the future?
Yes, no. It works on early requests, right? It's coming soon. But yeah, nice. I think that's like super cool. Like for those people, especially in Europe, who use WhatsApp for everything, that's like super, super intriguing. Because like, man, imagine you can just track your workout, right? You just like text it, etc. I like it a lot. So that's a super, super cool feature. All right, Mark, what do you
think?
Even
a cooler feature. Wait, Lucas, you can just track it by sending a picture. Does that mean they analyze this? That would be so sick. Imagine you just take a picture.
For sure. I mean, because they can just estimate the size and then just run it through and then say, hey, this must be porridge or whatever. So they will just give you estimation what it might be. And then just like estimate, of course, how many calories it would be. Super, super cool. It might be not super accurate, but at least it will get the job done like 90% or something like this.
Plus minus 10%.
It's good enough, right? Yeah. It's good enough, which I really, really like. All right, Mark. Now, how do we see this play out, right? Because we've seen like a lot of these companies. What is our prediction? Is this gonna stay? Do you think it has potential? And yeah, just what are your opinion on it?
So one of the things that I read the articles, etc. Why Rex.fit is supposed to be really good, gamification, etc. I mean, this is what all the publications say, and gamification has been a long time already in sports, which is nothing new, I find. What I think is super cool is the ChatGPT implementation where they have the nutritionals. Because on the other side, all the other workout plans that I saw that had this, like, hey, AI, I mean, one of our also portfolio that are in the same Vira portfolio does the same, where you basically have AI, it tracks your form, etc., which is super cool. But
last time we talked to them,
it's machine learning, but this is very similar. So anyways, so they were doing that already. So I think this is going to be a base plus the LMM. I think the combination, that can be a big company. I think there's going to be a ton of companies that are going to do this because it's a space that is very profitable, I think. And I'm looking forward to what they can do, because if you can just take a picture, boom, you have the nutrition. Fuck yeah.
So I mean, I want to take a different opinion, but at the same time, I really believe that the model itself is really, really cool. Because before it was always two different things, right? You have, if you look at MyFitnessPal, right? So that is only for tracking, but it's not also including the workout, right? So for example, with Rex, when you just open it, you can just open it on the browser, access to your camera, and just work out. So I just like jumping jacks. It looks directly at the form. Gives you points. They're doing also high scores. I think this is like really, really cool for people who like to be who work all day long, right? So imagine you just work from home, and then just like quickly open the camera. So a reminder, hey, did you do your workout? Why not just do 5 minutes there? And then that way they just like the camera opens up on your browser and you can directly do your workout, right? It might not be like for muscle growth, etc. But it's just like to get a little bit into the fitness again, right? Getting back into it. For this, I can imagine it being super great. So it's like not for the like weekend warriors or the people who constantly go, but the ones who just like might not be ready to go to the gym yet because they're like, oh man, but they just have some free time, right? So like doing them between two meetings, right? 5 minutes. It just pops out a notification, Rex.fit, just a message on WhatsApp. Hey, have you done your workout? Might be for example, if you were like Apple Watch or whatever, right? So you can see like, okay, you need to stand. Now you get a notification, and that notification says, hey, you need to stand anyways. And then Rex says, hey, just do some exercises. Click the link, opens in your browser, camera opens, do jumping jacks for 5 minutes. So I think for this could be a super cool implementation. But yeah, that's what
I think they have a cool future ahead of them. I think it's a super interesting space. I think they're going to change a lot. I think there's going to be other companies going to do the same, but I think having the YC background will help them a lot. And excited to see what their future leads.
Same, for sure. All right, Mark, I
That's
think
the
that's the pod. All right, guys. Catch you next one. If you like it, please subscribe and of course leave us comments. And yeah, share it if you want to.
Exactly. And then maybe we'll hit another Y Combinator company next.
All right. Bye, guys.